All right, what is up, guys? I am They Coming, and welcome to today's stream. How is everybody doing? How are you feeling? Happy Friday, nerd, or happy Saturday, nerds. What am I saying, Friday? I was thinking about yesterday. What's up, guys? How's it going? Today we have an extra special stream. TCM is in a league called the Supremacy League. And the final match of the season is about to commence. TCM is facing Go Esports today. And yeah, we're fighting for 8th place in the league right now, I believe. We're fighting to keep 8th place. A victory over Go would give TCM that. So yeah, TCM is a new team for those of you who are not following us frequently. We formed at the very end of August, and were immediately invited to a league, and we've been getting our butt beat for the most part by some of the more seasoned teams. But we did find our first victory versus Vanta Black, and that was an awesome matchup. Very close game, very close set. I think we won the set by only 2 points, and if 2 points doesn't mean anything to you, hopefully throughout the course of this stream, those things will begin to mean a little bit more over time. So I'll go ahead and try to briefly describe some of the scoring for this. Essentially, in the Supremacy League 5v5 format, teams play a 7-game set. In each game, players are awarded 10 points for first place, 9 points for second place, 8 points for third place, and so on all the way down to 10th place, receiving 1 point. So the more players you have placing in the top 5, the better. Also, busting your opponent in an opponent's squad gives you +2 points. Busting your own teammate awards a -1 penalty. And if you are busted in the vines, there is no point awarded or no penalty awarded to either side. So, theoretically, say you were to get first place, but you got 1 bust onto an opponent, you yourself would earn 12 points for that round, just to give you an idea. Or say you were in first place and you busted one of your teammates to deny a +2 for your opponent. First place is a 10-point gain, but a team bust would be a -1, so you would earn 9 points for that round. So just to give you a couple of scenarios there. So in a 7-game set, you're looking to get the most top 5 finishes typically, and you're wanting to also get as many busts onto your opponent as possible. Something else that is possible is tying positions in the final scorecard. Say one team wipes the other out and has a little bit of time. If you can tie gems, you can theoretically have multiple first place finishes or multiple second or third place finishes, which means that all players that receive the second or third place finish will get the same reward for that placement. So that's one way that you can further pad your stats if you have a very dominant round. So yeah, I will catch up with the chat here. First, we have people over on Twitch saying, let's go TCM Pilgor. W, that's what's up. Pilgor, thank you for watching. And Deegdag, fellow Squadbuster streamer, saying, yeah, boy. Deegdag, must have a shout out for Deegdag. He streams Squad Late Night USA. And then Bigabuds over on the YouTube side, the first of the YouTube viewers. What's up, dude? What's up, LaPhoenix? How's it going? Hey, TC in chat. How's it going, guys? What squaddies are you using? Well, I'm not competing today. I'm just streaming the competition. So, we are anxiously awaiting for the administrators of the league to give the go-ahead for the first match. It looks like they're forming the lobby right now. And yeah, W's there. W's there. What's up? Hello all from the cabin in the national park. Femin in Norway, sitting by the fireplace. Got a wine in the glass. Brother, appreciate you being here. Is this a new, are you a new viewer or are you under a new username? But thank you so much for watching from Norway. Appreciate you being here, man. Noise. So anyways, yeah. You say cry face because I'm not playing. I'm not playing in the competition today. It's been a long season. I've competed in most of our weekend tournaments, and we really do want to give all of our players an opportunity to compete. That being said, the player that's playing Queen today, Abel Brawl, is a fantastic Queen player. So I have every bit of confidence that Abel is going to have a fantastic showing. He's going to do really well today. It's Mr. A. Oh, what's up, Mr. A? How's it going? Glad you are watching. Appreciate you being here, guys. So yeah, we'll be kicking this off shortly. We'll be doing a little bit of chatting in the meantime. But the league administrator is asking who's creating the lobby. So far, no response from either team. But I assume it's going to be happening momentarily here. So we'll keep our eye on that chat. Now the bans. Let's go ahead and talk about the banned spells. Let's see if we have a list of bans. Schedule, upcoming, results, standings, questions. Where are our list of bans? Nothing yet. Don't see bans yet. Okay, so I suppose those are coming down as well. Where are bans? I keep looking for bans and I'm not seeing them. Okay, got him right here. All right, I see him now. I'm going to download this image and pop it up on the screen so all of us can see. Let's go ahead and say TCM versus Go Esports bans. Oh yeah, that's something else. If you're not familiar with the format, there are spell bans that both teams get to offer. So we're going to go ahead and throw up spell bans, so everyone can be in the know for how that works. The spell bans for this match are as follows. TCM elected to ban Chicken Clones, Heal Packs, and Hog Stampede. On the side of Go Esports, it is Heal Station, Barrel Bomb, and Chicken Clones. So a double ban on Chicken Clones means there are only 5 bans. If both teams choose to ban a spell, it doesn't change anything. It's just there's only 5 bans instead of 6. So yeah, don't know why, but I have no cell phone connection here watching you through mountain Wi-Fi. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So anyways, these are the bans. Round 1 should be starting very shortly here. I'm going to go ahead and pop over and make sure I'm not missing the first one. Very good. Very nice. Cool. Awesome. Okay, and in our competition today, it's probably a good time to go and run down all the players that will be competing. Abel Brawl TVV for TCM. This is Team TCM first. Abel Brawl TVV. TCM King Aaron. TCM Fuchsia. TCM Makiki. And TCM Jaded. So Abel, King Aaron, Fuchsia, Makiki, and Jaded, aka Greg's Other Axe. For the side of Go, we have Bicho, Manda, Becerrita, M King, and Riker. So yeah, it's going to be a crazy game. Maddie says Invis going to go crazy this round. Oh boy. Invis could go crazy this round. You may be onto something. Who knows? Who knows? Right now, the league administrator has been asking for a lobby. And so far, we're not getting any response from either team about who is creating the lobby, but it should be happening quickly. Harsh, get on it. Either make a lobby or type or something so they can like know what either team is thinking. That's like the second time Andre's asked for a lobby in like the last 5 minutes. I love you, bro, says Data Cord. Thank you very much, man. Don't know why. Okay, so let's check it out. Every day without balance changes and bug fixes, a part of me dies. Brother, it's okay. We'll focus on that another day. Today is all about the competition. Cheers to an ice-cold Coca-Cola. It wouldn't be a They Coming stream without it. And we have a lobby. DSTN Squad Buster says, good luck for TCM. Sasha, let's go, guys. Yeah, boy. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Looking forward to streaming some raucous Squad Busters. Again, this is a 7-game set. Scoring will be provided either in between games, or it will be provided at the very end. I did ask that they put the scorecards in our chat so I can share them. So yeah, W's there. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Good luck. Thank you. Ice Cold Pepsi here. Oh, Pilgor, get that out of here. Sacrilege. Sacrilege, dude. All right, we got our teammates actively joining the team. That's a W. Everyone is joining up right now. We should be starting in the next few minutes. What's up, Red Hawk? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Bustro Squad, how's it going, dude? All right. Again, if you're unfamiliar with the scoring of League play, first place will award the player 10 points. Last place will award the player 1 point. And everything between from first all the way down to 10th place, there's -1 point for each position. So first place, 10 points. Second place, 9 points. Third place, 8 points, and so on and so forth. Squad busts gives a player a +2 point. Busting your own teammate gives you a -1 penalty. Busting yourself in the vines is no penalty at all. So sometimes you may see people die in the vines to deny a bust to the opponent. So it's a 0 instead of a +2 for the opponent. But those are usually like panic situations where you're just like, there's no way I'm getting out of this. You may see someone dive into the vines at some point. And it looks like we have a full lobby right now, so that's a huge W. We should be starting any moment now. Waiting for our league administrator to give us the go-ahead for the start. But that's what it is. Again, you see the bans, the spell bans for this 5v5. Chicken Clones, Heal Packs, and Hog Stampede were banned by TCM. Heal Station, Dynamite Bomb, and Chicken Clones were banned by Go Esports. So because both teams banned Chicken Clones, there are only 5 total bans. Nothing special happens if both teams ban something. It's just there's only 5 out of 6 possible bans. So notably, Blazing Light is available. I know someone earlier was saying that Invis is about to pop off. Invis is a very scary thing to play against if the player knows how to use it properly. And yeah, so we're waiting for them to go live for the first game of our stream today. So W there. I'm going to go ahead and hide those bans. And we will be sharing the match results as we go. Blazing Light arrow spam is annoying. I mean, it is what it is. If you don't like playing against Blazing Light or arrows, ban it. But what else are you going to leave open, you know? I'll tell you, playing against Heal Pack is probably more annoying. Maddie, are you Spike or Mortis? You're saying play RK? RK is typically not seen in tournament format, actually. And the reason for that is that RK is usually dependent upon having a very large squad. And in 5v5 format, what you're going to notice if you're new is that squad size doesn't really tend to get very large. There might be some games where maybe one player, like the Archer Queen player, builds up very, very big. But typically, a lot of these fights will occur on like 2 or 3 squaddies. The largest you may see a squad get on average is like 4 or 5 mega units. And so what that means is it's focused more on team coordination and more surgical gameplay. What's up, Noxon? How's it going, dude? GG's for your matchup earlier. Sick matchup, dude. Sick. Love it. Thank you very much, Giannis. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you, man. Thank you. You got this. Thank you. I appreciate it. Find it hard to kill RK. I always lose. Well, part of dealing with an RK, we'll go ahead and say, and we are waiting just probably another 30 seconds here. RK is best dealt with. Yeah, we're starting 30 seconds. RK is probably best dealt with if you catch him early before he gets very large, or if you're able to find a nice assassination with an Archer Queen. Spike is also a pretty effective counter for an RK, but then again, if you allow the RK to get a bunch of overshields, it can be pretty challenging either way. So it's best to try to prevent the RK from getting very, very large in the first place. And that's why, in this format, RK is not the strongest. All right, so we should be going in any moment now. 30-second timer was given, and I would expect to see that spectate button pop up in just a second here. We're going to refresh the page just to make sure we're not missing something. But we will be hopping right into it for game 1. Let's see, can TCM close our season strong with a victory over Go? We are looking forward to this competition. We've been ready, and here we go. Game 1, baby. All right. Let's go ahead and find, for example, ooh, so interesting start for the Mortis. He's starting on Max and Chicken. That is very interesting. Instantly crashing onto Kiki here. But Kiki has a health overshield advantage. Very interesting moves here. Kiki is looking quite a bit stronger in this scenario. Immediately trying to keep pressure onto the other Mortis. And Bicho goes down. Bicho busted very early. Riker busted. 2 of Go out in the first 30 seconds of the game. Now, all TCM has to do is not throw the advantage. It's a 5v3 now. 5v3. Monda's taken low. Fuxia is also under pressure. Is Fuxia going to be able to slip away? No, that's Pedris. Monda's busted. That it's now a 5v2. So now all they have to do is circle up on the Sonic. Fuxia could stun Pedris here. Pedris is limping away. And now we have a Sonic and a BK. In this bottom corner here. Looks like Kiki is trying to put in a little bit of hurt onto the Barbarian King. Is able to take him low. But look at this. Kiki taken low, going to circle away, pull off. And it seems like only a matter of time. The question is Go able to claw something back from the boys and girls of TCM? Go King busted. Now it's down to Pedris. Off to a fantastic start is TCM. Pedris is the last member of Go alive. TCM wants to catch this guy. Question is, can they? Can they head him off? Pedris wrapping around to the top right corner. He's in the middle, trying to put a hurt onto King Aaron, but Pedris now losing Supersonic is going to be cornered, and this is not a great spot to be in if you're the Sonic. He is going to slip away just barely over that bridge. The question is, though, how much further can he go? The Sonic does have a Hog Rider, which is going to make him extremely slippery. I think getting the Hog Rider would be one way to slow him up and to lock down this kill. Is going to get the second stun. Very good. Supersonic is quickly ticking down, and now Sonic is naked. It's only a matter of time. Pedris is going to be knocked out here. Now, it's all up to TCM for the last minute of this match to try to tie gems. What I was saying in describing this match early is if you're able to wipe the opponent from the lobby, you can then start focusing on trying to tie some gem placements so that two players take a higher have a higher point gain for the match. So right now, you're seeing them sort of calmly taking gems and trying to keep their gem counts the same. Right? Maybe one guy is a little bit too far ahead. But right now, you see Abel Brawl. He's not moving. For the next 20 seconds, if they're able to tie a gem position, this is the dream. 13 seconds. And we should have scorecards popping out as soon as this is over. Abel up to 178. He does want something. 184. 185, 186. Ooh, man. Ooh, man. I don't know if they were able to tie anything. But we'll see. You will see. It's a nice team play there. A 5-man wipe. TCM versus Go in game number 1. A very strong start. Very strong start. So screenshots should be coming in for the match result. And so we're going to pop on over to this screen right here. That is actually the old, that's the last matchup that we ran. So we're going to download this. We're going to save this into this folder real quick. TCM versus Go. Scores. Okay, and this is game 1. SS. So we're going to go in here and pull in game 1 SS. All right, here it is, game 1 screenshot. And it looks like, no, we're not able to tie any of the placements. It can be really tough, guys, especially if you're not accustomed to it. But we did have King Aaron in first place with 195, Jaded second place with 192, Abel Brawl, TTV with 186, Makey Key with 185, Fuxia with 183. And it looks like, ooh, Bicho actually was not killed by a TCM member, but it ends up being a -1 for Go because his home teammate killed him. But 4 busts for TCM. Very nice. And there it is. So that was match result for game number 1. Wondering if we can have a scorecard or not. We'll see if Andre is able to input that. But we are eagerly awaiting for the go-ahead for game number 2. So yeah, Abel Brawl is a very good player. Yes, he is. Abel is an excellent player. Abel got the kill on Demanda. Man, all those 2 early kills on Bicho and Riker were enormous. King Aaron is also great. I meet him most of the time. Yeah, King Aaron's a solid King player. He's one of the rocks of our team. And just has to be the most stable tank support out there for us. I mean, he's fantastic. So game 1 going very well for TCM off the rip. And also, guys, if Supercell's watching this, can you help us out with some name changes? We have some players that don't have a name change available, and we would love to get TCM tags for all of our OG players. King Aaron, Abel, and Fuxia, if possible. That would be amazing. I don't think I understand very well what happened. It's my first time. It's okay. It's a 5v5 format. TCM is facing Go Esports. And you can see the same sort of thing for Go. You have Go Pedris, Go Mr. King. But then there's 3 players that don't have the Go tag either. And I would really appreciate Supercell helping out some of these esports teams to be able to get their players that are on their rosters, get their players a proper tag. W first game. Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. Ryan, the arcade player, is insane. Yeah. Have to see how you perform on a team on arcade, though. Arcade is very rarely played in 5v5. All right, 30 seconds to go. It looks like we will not get a scorecard for the match. But we should get a scorecard at the very end. Let's hop on over to the play screen. We got less than 30 seconds for game number 2. And we'll be right in. Chicken Clone would be great in this format. It is banned. It is a banned spell. Both teams banned Chicken Clones. Neither squad, neither team can use the spell. The same for Heal Pack, Hog Stampede, Heal Station, and Dynamite Bomb. So these are banned spells. If you get caught using it, the points that you would have gained for that match are null and void. Is there any chance for us to join the tournament? No, these are teams. This is a league. If you're talking about like joining TCM, I'm sure we're gonna have some sort of a tryout in the postseason to bring in some new talent. We're always looking to expand and improve and make the roster deeper and thicker and, you know, just better and better and better. All right, so here we go. Spectate bug settled out. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. What is this Mortis trying to run again? I'm always curious about the opposing Mortis here. Bicho on Mortis has taken Leon and Medic. Okay, so actually that's my preferred start. Very interesting. And where's the action? There's a lot of aggression immediately over onto Jaded. Pedris popping the supersonic. But where is the action? We're going to be tapping around trying to find the action. Got 3 TCM teammates over here. Manda, Bicho, Fuxia taking damage. Fuxia needs to wiggle away. Does manage to wiggle away. And what's going on here? Bicho taken very low. Needs to retreat. We have Mr. King. Oh, and Riker taken very low. Riker busted. W. TCM now in a 5v4. Mr. King taken low, but Kiki also in a tricky position. She's going to wiggle away. Mr. King taken low. Mr. King is naked. Fuxia chasing the King. Going to hit the log. And here comes Jaded onto the BK. Chasing this BK down. Very tanky boy. But look at this. Look at this. So many squads on top of one another. Mr. King busted. TCM up 5-3. Finding 2 kills. 2 minutes left. King Aaron, though, looking like he's a little bit isolated. King Aaron needs to waddle out of that situation. He does. Unfortunately, does lose the medic, so no longer has the heavy over, or excuse me, the battle healer overshield for the medic. Our spectate looks bugged. We're going to back out, and we're going to go back in. All right. Finding the action again. Spectate is settling in. Alternate universes are converging, and they have. Very nice. What's going on up here? Abel's playing the corner. Going to try to not let the other guy out if possible. Abel and Kiki stand on top of one another. Need to give each other a little bit of space. Very nice. And Abel is apparently there now. Lots of action right here. King Aaron taken low, but King Aaron is a BK. Does have the medic. Again, the medic does not have the overshield, so this could get kind of precarious if he's not able to block. Dude, very nice. But King Aaron is taken low. King Aaron needs help. Kiki's trying to get in there, trying to break up the madness. King Aaron taking low. King Aaron is alive, but for how long? Is trying to slip away. The log, not well placed. Does hit a blazing light. Does punch away. King Aaron is running for his life. Abel, Fuchsia, guarding King Aaron. King Aaron, pick up your medic. Pick up your medic, bro. Get the medic. You need that medic so bad. All right, he gets his medic back. But barely pulling out of that situation. Manda up on this top right side with the spike. Does have lots of heavy overshields, but there's a big fight in the bottom side here. Looks like Pedris is under attack. Losing his movement speed is a big deal. Does get one unit knock. Does get another one. Pedris also trying to escape. But what's going on over here? Big fight here. Manda, no more deaths. GG. So TCM, W for that second game. I don't think TCM lost a player that match, unless I missed one during the spectate bug. But let's go ahead and get some screenshots for us. Boink, so this is game number 1. We are going to be uploading game number 2 as soon as it is posted. And I'm going to ask Andre at Andre, can you share scorecards as well between games? Okay. I'm asking them to actually share the scoring spreadsheet with us so that we're able to see how the set is progressing. So yeah, W's. I'm still new in Nepal, and I guess I'm the only one grinding this game. Dude, there are plenty of heavy grinders across the world. If you're interested in possibly joining a team, I think TCM is going to have some play-in tryouts to kind of see what's going on with exterior talent. So make sure you are on Discord. Now, here we go. We're going to get the screenshot for game number 2. Downloading that right now. And we need to go fast, fast, fast. This is the game 2 screenshot. Let's go ahead and pull you in. Game 2. Boink. Okay, so here's the game 2 result. Meikiki was on top. Abel in second. King Aaron in third. Manda in fourth. Fuchsia in fifth. Pedris in 6th. Jaded was killed by King Aaron, so a -1 for TCM instead of a +2 for Go off of the kill onto Jaded. But overall, a victory in game 2 for TCM. Now, the score after round 1 was this. I'm going to download this real quick. Scorecard, game 1. We'll pull in the scorecard as well, just as so. Where's my scorecard? Boink. Here was the scorecard. Uh-oh, hold on. Let's resize that bad boy about like that. Scorecard was like this. TCM after game 1, 48-14. By wiping the opposing team, able to put up a ton of points in game 1. Now, we don't have the scorecard yet for game 2, but it should come in maybe later. He might be scoring it right now, in which case these points would go up. This is only after game 1. Jaded with 2 kills, King Aaron with 1, Abel with 1. So W's there. Remember that Riker had the team bust onto Bicho. So Riker took the -1. But we'll see. Also waiting on the go-ahead for game number 3. So we're not missing anything. Okay, and round 2 scorecard just came in. So I'm going to download this real quick. Scorecard game 2. Whoops, 2. All right, and let's go ahead and show that. So this was the game after game 1. What I'm about to put up is game number 2. Boink. There it is. TCM up 89-33 with 7 kills. Go Esports still has not managed to kill a TCM player. TCM has had a team bust, and Go has also had team busts. So Abel Brawl with 3 kills off the rip. He's got to be feeling hot after game number 2. Next round is in 30 seconds. So we're going to hop back over and wait for the spectate. Game number 3 should be starting any moment now. How did Arrow end up with 12 points with 1 kill, 11th placement points? How did Arrow, huh? The arrow is kills. That arrow symbol is kills. Aaron had 1 kill. Kills are... Uh-oh. And we're into game number 3. We will deal with that later. Aaron killed Greg. So Aaron had a -1 because he killed his own teammate. It's not the worst, though. If it's a chaotic situation and you team bust, you deny a +2 to the opponent, but you take a -1. That looks bugged already. Let's go back. Jaded. Oh! Bicho! Oh! Kiki slapping up onto Pedris. Fuchsia, though, needs to be let out of the situation. King Aaron bringing up the front. Very good. Fuchsia now in a much better spot. But Mortis on Mortis looks like they've cornered the members of Go. Question is, can they do anything about this? Very nice. Kiki pulling out. Going in. Very good. Missing a little bit of healing right now. I wonder if she's playing for it. Aaron is going to slip away. And here it is. Abel picking up some money. Kiki running away, but now she's about to swoop back in. Fuxi was busted by Bicho, but now Bicho is under fire from Kiki. Bicho is busted. GG there. Okay, so 1-for-1 trade. TCM. And Go. Jaded taken low. Monda busted. W there. But now Kiki cornered by the Sonic. Can Kiki wiggle her way out of the situation? She is going to run past Abel here. King Aaron waddling away as well. Ooh, Riker, though, taken low. And Abel has a sizable squad advantage over Riker. Question is, what does he do off the back of that? Can he get in there, grab one more chest? He does. And it looks like Go is cornered themselves again. Archer Queen is waiting their turn. Onto Mr. King. Boom! Big hits. Very big deal there. Aaron being let out. Kiki. But now we have King. Oh, and Pedris with a little sneaky invis play. It looks like King is what will be going down as well. Cornered. Oh, boy. And it's just a matter of time. Mr. King taken down as well. Go taking a little bit of a beating so far. Pedris might be the only man alive. I think Pedris is the only man alive from Go. He's just going to be running the ring. Question is, do they leave him alone and simply try to tie gems at this point? The Sonic can't really do anything right now. He's already bottom. It makes you wonder, is the call to ignore and go for tie gem placements? Don't know. That was a bug. We're going to back out. She's still in the game. That's hilarious. Spectate bug is real, guys. But here we go, 19 seconds. It looks like they've tied. It looks like they actually did get the Sonic. So now they're trying to tie gems. Can someone tie Kiki's to 89? Is it possible? Can they do it perfectly? We shall see. Game 3. So all 3 games so far going strongly in favor of TCM. Game 2 is a little closer, but TCM does get all of the kills in that match. I think, no, there's actually 1 kill over onto Fuxia. Fuxia got taken down by Bicho, if memory serves. And here are our match results. I am going to get the Game 3 screenshot downloaded right now. And we're going to pop on over to where we need to be here. So Game 3, round, go ahead and hide this. Get this going. Game 3 is going to pop up on your screen right now. Game 3. Okay, very nice. So we were able to tie the second place position. So the way this works, Abel Brawl TTV gets plus 10 points. He also had 3 kills. So that's a plus 2 for each kill. That means he has 16 points for that round. Abel was a killer this match. That's, man, that's exactly what I want to see. Then we have Kiki and Aaron in second place. Because they tied the second position, they each get 9 points. Kiki, however, gets a kill onto Mr. King. So Kiki gets 9 plus 2. So she ends up with 11 points. So you have Abel with 16, Kiki with 11, King Aaron with 9 as well for tying second. Jaded at 245 in fourth. Massive W's there for TCM. Fuxia does go down in 10th. However, TCM on the top 4 positions and everything else between fell to go. The 1 kill, the 1 kill that Go had went over to Bicho, getting Fuxia out. We're now waiting on a round 3 score. If I think they're in the middle of scoring it. As soon as we have that, I will be sharing that as well. And here it is. So I'm going to download it real quick. Yep. Scorecard game number 3. Grab it over here. Pull this up here. Game number 3. Open. Boink. Boink. And after game number 3, TCM is up 12 kills to 1 over Go Esports. 135 to 55. So a big W. April Brawl with 6 busts on the Queen. W to Abel. 39 points so far, followed by King Aaron with 2 busts and 30 points. Kiki with 1 bust and 28 points. Jada with 3 busts and 25 points. Fuxia in 7th place, 0 bust, 13 points. But you see how it's going. Bicho's got the 1 kill for Go right now. Question is, can TCM keep the momentum up, keep the pressure on, and stay strong for the rest of this set? We are now at the midpoint. Next round is in less than 30 seconds, and it looks like we're in. Here we go. Kiki once again on that Mortis. Bicho again on the Mortis. Tree Giant taken down by Kiki. See, where is some action? Everyone is kind of spread out right now. The question is, can these players group and find some early advantages? Nice. Kiki's going to pressure off the opposing Mortis. Riker on that Archer Queen does have a tanky core with Battle Healer and Medic. It's a very interesting play. Abel Brawl's busted early, though. That's not good. Kiki's taken low. Kiki's going to have to retreat. Now King Aaron is helping with Fuxia right here. Can King Aaron get Riker with 1 solid fist? Is it possible? Jaded in onto the BK, onto the Queen as well. Riker's taken low. Aaron is just playing goalie here, trying to make sure this Queen does not escape, but she's wiggling. She's wiggling. She's wiggling. This Queen is not dying. The Queen must die. The Queen does die. And now the Sonic is low. So Sonic on Sonic action right here. Jaded chasing after the other Sonic is going to give chase. His health shield, when it expires, will leave him very, very low. But it looks like TCM pulls it back right away after losing Abel. Does at least trade out queens. So let's see what's going on in the center of the map. Manda does claim a tree, getting some gems to his name. King Aaron, though, is going to slap Manda, take one of his troops. Fuchsia misses the stun onto the opposing spike. Fuchsia running top left here, chasing a little bit. But I think mainly just wants to build up a little bit, maybe get one more squatty to his name. Question is, now that Go has sort of found a nice grouping up in this top right corner, is it possible to make a play? The spike is getting larger, but the spike doesn't really need to be that large to be successful. So the question is, what is going on in the very center? This is a chaotic moment. Fuchsia for TCM, playing the outside. Fuchsia found himself between a rock and a hard place. Fuchsia taking lots of damage. Fuchsia nails the grenade, nails a second grenade, does bust a couple units off of that BK, but now Manda looks like he wants him. Bicho looks like he wants Fuchsia. Fuchsia, great self-defense with those grenades. And here we go, final minute. Go looking like they're in a little bit more of a stable position. Go with the early target of Abel seems to have set themselves off on much better footing for the remainder of this match. Fuchsia needs some support. Fuchsia needs to find his team, but it looks like everyone is getting run into the same position. Jaded, trying to offer as much pressure as possible along the outside. Fuchsia does find a little bit of damage. Fuchsia, can he get up over 100 gems? He can, but Manda did have a little bit of time to free farm some gems. Also, the kill onto Abel probably helped as well. Fuchsia, stun, probably will lose a troop here. Fuchsia is trying to heal up, but stand in to try to collect some money. It's just important for Fuchsia to survive right now. Doesn't look like anyone actually has the damage to confirm a kill. Question is, can they do it? Massive damage there. Okay. So let's see. Much closer game. I think TCM did not win that round. So game number 4, I think, might have gone for Go, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the final gem numbers were. Fuchsia surviving for 5 working days. Yeah, totally. All right. So match results for that game are in. I'm going to download game number 4 screenshot right now. And we will throw that up in just a moment. So the scores, that was after game number 3 right there. Whoops. Yeah, get that away. Let's go ahead and put up the game 4 screenshot for everyone to see. Game 4 screenshot. Looks like Manda on top with King Aaron in second. We had Bicho in third, Pedris in fourth, Jaded in fifth, Mr. King in sixth, and Fuchsia in seventh. It looks like Go did handily win this round with one more bust as well. 2 busts for Go, 1 bust for TCM. And obviously having the first position and the third position, I think, does mean that in this game number 4, Go did actually win the game. Go has won game number 4. So the question is, once these scores work out, how much closer is that scorecard? Remember, after round number 3, we were at 135-255. The score should tighten up just a little bit here. Hi, Noxon. You also RK player before, am I right? I don't see you these days. Boo, says Doc Livingston. Dude, it's okay. But yeah, they found Abel early. And because they're able to find Abel, it really set the match more in their favor. Abel, obviously with 6 kills in the first 3 games, really did place them on a solid trajectory, TCM. But here we go. After game 4, here is the game 4 scorecard. We should have our, let me go ahead and put that down so I can upload the 4th game scorecard. And here we are. TCM is sitting at 13 kills at 159-92. Go Esports at 3 kills at 92 points. So 159-92. Abel still in first, King Aaron in second, Jaded in fourth, Kiki in Jaded in third, Kiki in fourth. Becerrita in 5th, Manda in 6th. Next round is in less than 30 seconds. Hi, what are we doing? We're streaming a tournament, man. This is a 7-game set. We're going into game number 5. So yeah, TCM doing well. A little bit of a stumble in game number 4. Go fighting back. Finding Abel early. Set them off to a really great start for that game. TCM was able to trade back onto Riker, but the end of that game was a 4v3 in favor of Go. And here we go. The spectators live. Let's do it. Oh, we're a little bit late. Rip. Riker was busted. Missed it. Darn it. Sorry, guys. All right. Abel was busted. Oh, no. Oh, no. Abel goes down early again in the first minute. Kiki, though, trying to build up. Fuxia taking a ton of damage. The question is, can Kiki bail Fuxia out here? Fuxia is busted. Oh, no. Oh, no. Kiki, though, trying to get herself back into the action here. Finds a little bit of damage onto Bicho, but now chasing after Manda. Manda taking damage, but we know that Spike is OP. Kiki wants to get out, but she's stuck. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no. 3 members of TCM down early. I think only traded 1 back. And now it's up to Jaded and King Aaron. So the question is, can Jaded and King Aaron get together and salvage the match, or are they going to run for their lives for the next 2 minutes? Are we winning? Read the scorecards, man, in between the games. All right, King Aaron. By himself. Aaron. Manda. Aaron's going to be trying to run this entire game. Question is, can he be headed off? Can he be caught? Jaded. Best bet maybe try to get big. But Aaron, he's going to be waddling away for 3 years. If he can actually get out. That is the question. A defensive fist. Not fantastic. Jaded runs in to try to give him some space. Excellent defensive play from Jaded. But the question is, can King Aaron get away in time? He needs to get that medic so badly. Gets the medic back. Is going to help him heal up a little bit. But can he still wiggle away? Can he get out? It's looking very, 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 very dicey. Good bust onto unit there from Aaron. But now Aaron is caught. Oh, no. Go is fighting back in game number 5. These early kills onto Abel have been really damaging to these matches. Must protect Abel. Must allow Abel to get large. I think we might have a spectate bug. Or... no, he's still running. He's running. Trying to out-gym somebody. Trying to salvage anything from this match. Does grab another max. Is going to run. Continuing to run. Are they going to try to get him? Okay. Why is it 5v5? That's just what this league is. This is what Supremacy League is right now. We always chat in Twitter. I think he's taking a break again. Oh, Jin White. Ah, dude, Jin White is an absolute killer in Squad League. Absolute killer. Okay, so this game number 5 definitely went to Go Esports. I think the question in these final 2 games is, can Abel survive the first minute of the game and get a good position and like find good positioning and stay out of trouble. These last 2 games have shown that Go has identified that taking down Abel is a strong start to the game for them. This has been the last 2 games. So the boys and girls of TCM need to figure that out and figure out how to protect Abel. Protecting Abel, finding the early kill onto one of their opponents, but really just keeping Abel to where he can get large enough and be safe enough to be able to swoop in and deal all of the necessary damage. Now, here are the scorecards. Here's the scorecard coming in. The scores here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is game number 5. Screenshots. All right, so we're going to put this down. We're going to get this up. Boink, boink, boink. Game 5 screenshot is as follows. Boink. We have Pedris in first with 268, Manda in second with 252, and Jaded in third with 229. So, though Jaded was the last man alive and a Sonic, he was able to out-gym 2 players from Go. So, salvaging some points. Salvaging a little bit of points here. And also, Jaded did pick up a kill. So, technically, Jaded actually tied the first place position for 10 points, right? He gets 8 points for third place. He then gets plus 2 points for the bust onto Riker. So he gets 10 points for this game, salvaging the match a little bit in just to help TCM not fall too much out of favor here. The scorecard should be posted very soon. And as soon as that is, we will upload it and get that in for everyone to see. Go with those third quarter Golden State type performances. Good point, right? You know, it can be really tough, like stepping in cold to a tournament setting. Like not being able to make those early plays. But I mean, it happens with lots of teams though, where like maybe the first few games they're cold, and as the games progress, they get warmed up. Maybe they identify some things and start changing up, you know, sort of their attack strategy and all that. But for this, it's like, yeah, baby, this is a tough matchup so far. I think the scoreline should tighten even more after this game number 5. But there's 2 more games left in this set. TCM has 2 more games to have top performances. And it would seem that keeping Abel alive is what's going to win them games. So if Abel can be safe, we have the scorecard, by the way. If Abel can stay safe, TCM is going to have a much better shot. So here we go. After round number 5, King Aaron in first place with 44 points and 2 busts. Jaded in second place with 5 busts, 43 points. Abel in third place with 6 busts, 42 points. Besarita in 4th and Manda in 5th. Kiki in 6th. Bicho in 7th. King in 8th. Fuxia in 9th. And Riker in 10th. So that's what it is. We have 30 seconds for game number 6, or less than 30 seconds. We will make sure we do not miss the spectate and end up a little bit late. So we're going to hop on over to this part of this overlay here. And here we go. Just as I hit the button, they go in. All right, so game number 6. Very important for TCM to have a strong finish here. The score is tightening. Question is, can Abel stay safe? Can Abel stay out of trouble? Immediately taking damage, though. Can he get away from this BK? It's going to be tough, dude. King Aaron. Ooh, the dodge. Abel with the footwork, dude. Oh, man. That was savage. I think that may have saved his life right there. King Aaron trying to get to Abel. Abel just trying to get out of that situation. Does pick the medic back up. Needs to build up this squad. But he finds Bicho. Bicho finds him. Abel finds the other BK. Abel trying his best to wiggle away, but they keep circling up on him. Question is, what's going on the rest of the map here? Abel hasn't been able to get past 2 squatties. This is really tough. They've been giving Abel hell. Fuchsia does hit a massive stun. Is able to get out of there. Very good, very good. All right, now the question is TCM able to find the grouping that they want, find the protection onto Abel? And if they keep Abel alive and he's able to get a little bit, get strong enough, is he going to be able to carry the team to victory at the end? Jaded taking low. Jaded, Blazing Light gets him away. Very close there. Holy moly, the Blazing Light. The Blazing Light of all Blazing Lights. Fuchsia, though, looks like he's got himself cornered now. But lots of damage coming down. Fuchsia is busted. Question is, are other players going to join this party? Is this going to be a bloodbath? Kiki does manage to wiggle away just in time, but how long will she survive? Taking a lot of damage. Lots of damage. Lots of damage. Kiki gets busted. Oh, no. Oh, no. Pedris taken down, though. W. And now we have Abel. More in true form. The question is he about to lose everything? His house and his home. There is support here. Jaded is here to support Abel. Jaded is driving them back. Uh-oh. Jaded is now on the run, though. Can't really stop just yet. Does need to rebox. Now the question is, Abel and King Aaron all kind of spread out. Can they find each other? Can they find the grouping? King Aaron waddling his way towards his Archer Queen, but Archer Queen constantly getting chased away from him. Riker taken low. Abel running out of arrows. Getting stunned. Getting locked up. Abel looks like he's probably going to go down here. Can he make something happen and wiggle away? Is it possible? This Mortis onto the Queen is probably death. Bicho does find a kill. Jaded, though, making plays onto the Archer Queen. The pressure is on. The question is, when his team arrives, is it going to be too much? The support is real. Does find the Supersonic onto the Archer Queen. The question is, can King Aaron hit the fist? And are these desperation kills going to get them busted in the process? That is the question. King Aaron pushing away Bicho on that Mortis. Is there anything to do, or is it just try to out-gem? Is it try to out-gem? Jaded with lots of gems. Woo! Go. Desperately fighting back and catching kills. Catching these, man, some of these engagements, man, these last 3 matches, these last 3 games here have brought this scoreline much tighter. Much tighter. King Aaron and Jaded were able to survive for the entire game. The question is, though, in game number 7, is there a possibility? Is it possible for Go to overcome TCM here? They should have tightened the scoreline even more with that game number 5, but this was game number 6 here. We have one more game in the set. This is game number 6. Screenshot here. Pulling that in for us to see. So we're going to go over here, hide the scoreboard, pull up the screenshot for game number 6. And here it is. Bicho in first, Jaded in second. Jaded doing a fantastic job of not giving up on the match and actually finding second place after losing 3, right? King Aaron still alive in 6, doesn't give up the +2. But we're waiting for the game 6 scorecard. And as soon as we have that, we'll post that as well. Difficult game. Yeah, it's getting closer and closer. Each one of these, that score line has tightened up by about 10 points. And so it's going to be really interesting in this game number 7 to see, because this probably tightened the score even more. This probably tightened it another like 10 points, I'm guessing. It is so close. It is so close right now. It is so close. If Abel gets to play his game, TCM can win. If Abel doesn't get to play his game, it's a scary situation. Abel has got to get to like a moderate squad size and find safe positioning. Screenshot or the scorecard is in, and the score line is tight. Score line is tight. I'm downloading it right now. Game 6 scorecard. And here it is, Game 6. Should be popping up right now. Here we go. Jaded still in first with 5 busts. Or now Jaded is in first with 5 busts, 52 points. King Aaron and Abel in second and third. Manda and Bicho, 4th and 5th. Bestarita and Kiki, 6th and 7th. King and Fuxia, 8th, 9th. And Riker in 10th. The score is 15 busts for TCM, 10 busts for Go Esports. 206 to 173. And we should have our final Game 7 in less than 30 seconds. So, we went from 183 to 130 to 133 to 206 to 2 to 173. So we still put up points. Went from a 50-point deficit to now about a 33-point deficit. So is it possible? It's possible. TCM needs not lose Abel. TCM needs to have some people in those top 5 positions. If TCM gets more kills than Go in this match, TCM will win the matchup. But this is the final game in our 7-game set. Let's hop over to the play screen as we have just gone live for game number 7. All right. Abel desperately needs to play safe and get to play his game. If they find him like they have right now, he needs to run. He needs to hightail it out of there. Abel's got to get out. He's got to get away. Get out of the corner. Is help going to arrive? Abel's going to go down, but the question is, has the party arrived? Bicho is busted, though, over a 1 return kill, a 1-for-1. So Bicho for Abel. Jaded over onto Riker. Manda taking a bunch of damage. This is the spike-on-spike action. Jaded is going to dodge. He's going to come over here. Jaded needs to run away, try to get some more health. He does. He's speedy, speedy, speedy. King Aaron taking a bit of a beating, but trying to support his BK. Does hit a nice fist there. Good little pushback. Jaded running in to try to protect Fuxia. King Aaron also just playing zone duty over here, looking for a solid fist. Question is, who is TCM's next target? And who is Go's next target? Been a 1-for-1 trade. Bicho and Abel are out. Lots of damage going down. Fuxia taking damage. Fuxia healing up, though. Manda, damage. Fuxia dealing damage. Fuxia sitting. Fuxia trying not to get in the way of Kiki here. But onto the BK is Fuxia and Kiki. Kiki pulling away, trying to throw some spells in. Kiki coming back, trying to lock onto this BK, and Pedris is down! 2 kills for TCM, boy! That's what's up! Okay. But now what we've got is Jaded running for his life. Is going to just cause them to, like, invest 2 people onto a Sonic, while the rest of the team has the opportunity to corner the Spike. Big damage down on the Spike. King Aaron, though. Massive damage. Spike taken low. If this spike goes down, this is the ball game. Oh, man, the spike is healing. So low. A fist. Boom, baby! I think that's the ball game. You got the core of the team. Kiki, Fuchsia, and Aaron are alive. Jaded as well. It's a 4 against 2. Or is it 4 against 1? 4 against 2, I think. So even though Abel goes down early, the rest of TCM rallies together and is able to find 3 kills. So it's 4 on 2. Is it worth it to try to fight this? Trying to drive people down, get them out of position. And that's the question. So with a dominant performance in game number 7, TCM should defeat Go Esports in their final match of the season. There we go. GG's TCM. GG's, guys. GG. GG's second win, and that marks the second win for TCM in our ranked tournament play. Woohoo! All right, very good. Massive shout out to Abel for putting up some serious points in the first half of the set. He was heavily targeted for the second half of the set. But I think the early points that he put up with all those kills made a huge difference. And here we go. This is game number 7. We got the screenshot to share, and we'll have the scorecard in just a moment. So going to hide this. Toss in game number 7. And here we go. And with that, Kiki in first, Aaron in second, Fuxi in third, Jaded in fourth, Riker in fifth, Go King in sixth. TCM definitely has won the matchup. We're waiting for the final scorecard, but TCM also with 3 kills, Go with 1 kill, and the top 4 positions. 100% TCM has won this set. GG's to TCM. Let's go. That's also Kiki's first victory on in tournament play. She did not play with us during our first victory. But for our second victory, Kiki was on the team, and Kiki had a nice, solid performance on the Mortis. GG's, big W, let's go, guys. Abel Brawl, TCM over on that Twitch side is here. Congratulations, Abel, dude. Massive W. Massive W, man. Awesome victory. Awesome kills. GG's, go. Oh, yes, and of course, GG, well played to the boys and girls of Go. Mr. King, Monda, Pedris, Bicho, and Riker. GG's, guys. See you next season. But, yeah. What a day. What a day. Which team has your support in the playoffs? I like the guys of Verwort. I also need to know exactly after today who's going. I also like the guys from RC. I like the guys from Verwort in RC. They talk to us, right? I can't say I like dislike any one team, but the teams that talk to us, I have a more favorable opinion of. And so Verwort and RC, like those guys a lot. All right, so anyways, let's go and show the final scorecard. It's on the screen. And with that, TCM. Whoa, 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 whoa. Game 7. And with that, TCM has defeated Go Esports. 18 kills for 247 points to Go Esports. 11 kills and 195 points. So roughly a 50-point victory for TCM. WWW. TCM with the top 4 positions on the final leaderboard here. Fuxia in 9th place with 1 kill. And yeah, dude, Jaded ended up with 5 busts by the end of that set. Abel also with 7 busts by the end of the set. Lots of busts onto those 2 players. The killers of TCM. Jaded, and Abel Brawl. They were coming back at the end. It was tough. It really was tough. But you guys had a amazing game number 7 to basically put a stop to any comeback wishes that they maybe have been able to do. There was a chance, but the moment you guys got 2 kills, it was like, nah, it's over. It's over. GG's. GG, well played. But yeah, Verwert and RC, I'm definitely favorable of those 2 teams because we talked to them. They will scrim us. They will help us a little bit as we're a newer team, like learning to understand the game, learning to understand like how the format works, how 5v5 should actually be played and is played. And of course, you know, this being the season end, the cap to our first competitive season with TCM, I do want to give massive shout outs to all of everyone on the team, but some specific individuals. Greg's Other Acts, aka TCM Jaded, was one of the first leaders that we brought onto the squad. Him and Sir Harshmellow have been instrumental in sort of facilitating a lot of our communications with other squads, scheduling scrims, and helping us to strategize. Jaded had literally no experience in this format until we started the team and learned as much as possible about it. I have to give a massive shout out to him. Huge shout out to Harshmellow for some of the analytical stuff that he's done. He oftentimes will run the spreadsheets when we decide to score scrims. He also is very knowledgeable about what other teams are doing, what other teams are running, and what they like to play, and that's very helpful when it comes to when it comes to deciding what to ban against certain opponents. And so those 2 people have been instrumental in sort of the general administration of the team. I have to give massive shouts to Jaded and Harshmellow for that. Also, some behind the scenes, you know, moral support must go to Doc Livingston and also Deegdag. Those guys have been just excellent to have in the backdrop as cheerleaders and, you know, offer their voice of support and kind of some of their outsider looking in perspective to some of the team play because they don't play on the tournament squad. And yeah. It's been a fantastic season to go down our roster and just like to say give some positive confirmations, you know, some good affirmations for all of our players. Dead Rar is our premier Spike player. Dead Rar also streams on Twitch. Check him out if you haven't seen him. He plays for TCM. He is called TCM Dead Rar now. Makey Key is the one lady that we have on our team. Kiki is a wonderful and, you know, silent killer of a player. Oh my gosh, she is just a beast with Mortis, and we figured that out about mid-season and just decided, you know, Kiki, you're gonna be the Mortis player. Like you're our first string Mortis for sure. And Pilgor has played a lot of Sonic for us. He's also played Mortis. He's played a little bit of Spike. Pilgor is really a flexible player. He's also played Queen. So Pilgor he saw some tournament play for us this season. Massive shout out to Pilgor. He is extremely active on SBS. And speaking of being active on SBS, the dad is a very active player on SBS. He did fill in, I think, one weekend for us in tournament play. I think he played Sonic that weekend. We didn't win the game, but it's okay. Dad must say we love the vibes. Glad to have him around. King Aaron is our Barbarian King player. I don't think we'd put anyone else on Barbarian King. King Aaron is also, I would have to say, another one of those analytical minds for the team. Does buddy up with Harsh in the middle of the night because he lives in the UK and Harsh is in India. So their time zones are a little bit closer. And so I often will wake up and see a dialogue between them on Discord because they're the only ones that have been awake. But they're both analytical minds, and both of them will do these like really awesome, thoughtful write-ups about, what they noticed about games that we won or games that we lost. And just have to say thank you to both those guys again, Aaron and Harsh, for that kind of that kind of effort, right? That kind of like intentional thought and effort. And then also for Abel Brawl TTV on the Archer Queen. We've known Abel has been a fantastic Archer Queen player. Sometimes I think a lot of it's not always the case, but sometimes our weekend schedules don't allow us to compete. There was at least 1 or 2 weekends during the season where I had football tickets and I went to see a football game instead. So we would want to start everyone that's our first choice on a given hero, but it doesn't always work out that way. And luckily, Abel is a more than amazing Queen player. So if I wasn't able to play, Abel was certainly going to play, and Abel was going to do pretty damn well. So Abel, amazing performance today. I have to give a massive shout to that. The first half of the set today, I think, set the tone for this 7-game set. Fuchsia is the latest addition to TCM. Fuchsia is an Italian player, and he joined us at the beginning of this month. We actually were able to add him to our Supremacy roster, I think officially a couple weeks ago, and he will be continuing with us. Fuchsia is one of those players who would like to change his name to TCM Fuchsia, but the game client won't let him. So again, I'm calling on Supercell. If you guys, I would love to talk to you about, helping our players out to get the proper team tag, because it really does mean something to our team. It really means something just to, just basically make us all feel united. And we would really like to make that possible for everyone on our team. So if Supercell's watching, get me on Discord, man. Help me out. Help us all out. King Aaron says Harsh for Prime Minister. Everyone should follow Harsh. Yeah. Jaded says I'm a Sonic player for 5v5, but I play everything. Yeah. And that's just it. Throughout the course of the season, I think more and more of our players were more open to experimenting with different players, or different heroes rather. And because of that, I think we learned the game a little bit better. Right? Everyone's going to have like what they're really, really good on, but we experimented more with other stuff. Like I have in the last week experimented a lot with P.E.K.K.A. I've also experimented quite a bit with Mortis myself. But Kiki is just so good at Mortis that it wouldn't make any sense for me to play Mortis if Kiki's around. Sonic is still not one of those that I'm in love with. I will leave the Sonic play to Pilgor or Jaded. Or even the dad, right? So like Pilgor, Jaded, or dad like to play Sonic. I don't care for Sonic personally. And then even BK, I found that I actually really liked playing BK myself, but King Aaron is such a solid BK. He understands how to play the BK in that role for 5v5. So yeah, 5-player 1v1 format would be great. Oh, so if they made Squad League 5 players, I think Squad League would be cool if they were 6 players and they were all real players and no bots. That's what I think would be cool for Squad League. Supremacy League, for those of you who don't know, it's not only 5v5 format. The league progresses through stages. They started the season with solo competition. So they put 1 player from each team into a lobby, and at the end of the first day, there was, the top 5 finishers from each lobby. And there was a semifinal and a final round. We sent 2 players to these semis. They did not progress to the finals, but we did get players that went to the semis, which was really cool. After that, there was a duos. It was duos, right? Or am I trolling? Pretty sure it was duo. And I think we did very well there as well. Duos, was that Dead and Able that played for us in duos? I think it was. I think it was. But yeah, Supremacy League is not only 5v5. The season progresses through different stages, and the final stage of the league is the 5v5 format, which is the longest, right? It's multiple weekends in a row instead of just one weekend to cover, one type of game. It's, I think, like 5 or 6 weekends of 5v5 format play. So yeah, Jaded says, thank you, TC, for putting this together for all of us. I really appreciate you. I don't think without you, I wouldn't have met all these wonderful people. Brother, that's what I wanted to do, man. I wanted to make a team. I knew I had at least like a tiny little platform, a small platform to work with, having viewership. And I kind of saw it after my days in Clash of Clans. I'd never started a clan. And in hindsight, I kind of wish that I had. And so when I got into this game and I had my #1 global run in Squad League, I kind of came off the back of that and I was like, well, what is there left to do? And then I immediately recognized, well, there's tournament play. And I haven't played in tournaments. So the next achievement was to start a team. So this is the first time I've ever started a team in any game. And it's been a wonderful experience so far. Next season, there will be trios and 4v4s in Supremacy League, says Pilgor. I am looking forward to that. I think that's going to be amazing. So yeah, season to season, Supremacy League does evolve a little bit. They have some interesting formats that have special rules. And of course, when that season rolls around, we will definitely be addressing it and kind of helping you guys understand what the format is. But yeah, again, thank you to all of our players. Thank you to the viewers that have supported the team, people who follow us, the people who tried out for the organization but didn't make the cut. That was an amazing experience as well. I would assume that in our postseason, we're going to be putting together some play-in tryouts to maybe bring on another member to the team, because right now we have a roster of 9. And yeah. We have more coming. We have more coming, guys. More is coming. TCM is improving. We had to learn the game in a very short amount of time, and the baptism by fire paid off. I think obviously there were some days where we all were like, man, we just want to throw our phones because we got smashed by another team that had been playing together for like months and months or even a year. But, perseverance, man, you got to stick with it. You have to put yourself through that ringer. You have to go next. You have to look back on each matchup, watch footage, understand, well, what are they doing really, really well? How is their queen actually one-shotting people? How is their Mortis doing what he does? How is their Spike staying alive so well? And yeah, I still feel like Squad Burst is less strategic than other games, needs improvement. Oh, dude. Bustro, if you've never played the 5v5 format, you will cry the first few times. The first time we faced a team that actually knew how to play 5v5, I felt like I had no hands. I felt like my hands were like pieces of toast. Like it was rough. Very rough. So 5v5 is its own animal. And it is kind of unfortunate that it's a very small, it's a fraction of a % of players that actually play the game are involved in the tournament scene. But yeah, Jaded, it requires way more coordination than other games because we don't have all of the team tools that other games have. Exactly. We have to coordinate heavily. The other thing about this kind of team play is, like, for example, in League of Legends, friendly fire's not a thing, right? So in this game, though, if you try to dogpile on somebody, you might blow up your teammate, and that's something you have to consider. You have to play a lot more surgically than you would otherwise do if you were just in a solo lobby. You see a pile of people, you throw a fireball, blazing light, and try to run in and like crush two or three squads at once. If you do that, you'll probably lose the game. So like, there's a lot more that goes into this than people realize, and there's a lot more practice behind the scenes. Again, shout to Jaded and Harish for being, I guess, primary points of contact for us to like schedule our scrims during the week, because we don't just play on the weekends for this. We play throughout the week. Usually we have at least 2, if not 3 scrims with another team that's in the league. And oftentimes it's against teams that will beat up on us like pretty badly. So we're learning by getting our asses beat, which is how we're able to get a win today versus Go. We took a lot of beatings. It wasn't all pretty. It didn't happen overnight. And obviously there's a lot of other teams that are a lot higher on that leaderboard right now than we are. Requires more playing by 5 is a great reality check and learning experience. Absolutely, Jimmy. It's a reality check. When you end up in a situation where you have teammates, but you can hurt each other, it requires a different type of play. It really does. So anyways, guys, I appreciate everyone watching today. It's been a wonderful time. If you would like to continue watching the Supremacy stream, I'm going to raid over to, do we have viewers over on Twitch or not? I think we might. Yeah, we have 9. I'm going to raid over to Papo. So give me just a second. I'll set up that raid for our Twitch viewership. And just show some love. If you'd like to continue to watch the matches, there's plenty more to watch today. So go ahead and hit that ready up button if you are watching over on Twitch. But we are going to peace out. I need to go get a haircut today. I don't know if you guys can't tell, but I can. My hair over my ears looking a little bit crazy. But yeah, we're gonna continue on with our day. GG to TCM. Everyone's having their victory lap, having a beer. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. See you later, Twitch. And for those of you still watching over on YouTube, I just want to say thank you so much for watching and supporting us. TCM will be back next season. I will be back tomorrow for some more Squad Busters. Much love. Peace out.